Welcome to AviatorDB News Briefing. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2026. Here are today's top stories. 7 killed as safari helicopter crashes in remote northern Kenya. NTSB Docket reveals trim anomaly dead CVR in Philly Learjet crash. Cessna 150 collides with PA State Police helicopter at Carlisle Airport, killing pilot. Cessna 150 Pay State Police Bell 407 collide near Carlisle Airport. Now for the details. 7 people were killed Wednesday when a tourist safari helicopter crashed in a remote stretch of northern Kenya. The aircraft, operated by Lady Lorry Helicopters, went down at approximately 9:13 a.m. local time near Mount Ololokwe in Samburu County, while transporting passengers from the Losaba Conservancy toward the Ewaso-Nyiro area. There were no survivors. The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, KCAA, and the Aircraft Accident Investigation Department, AAID, confirmed the deaths of the pilot and 6 passengers. The U.S. State Department said 5 victims were American citizens. Ecuador's presidential office separately confirmed the deaths of the country's intelligence chief, Michel Sensi Kantuji, and his wife, Stephanie Holihan. Recovery efforts were complicated by rugged terrain and fires at the wreckage site, requiring a multi-agency response that included the Kenya Red Cross. Luxury Safari Operator and Beyond, which organized the excursion, said no cause had been established. Investigators from the KCAA and AAID are examining the Eurocopter model aircraft, with mechanical failure, weather conditions, and pilot error all under consideration. The investigation remains ongoing. The National Transportation Safety Board has released the public docket for the January 31, 2025 crash of a Learjet 55 medevac aircraft in Philadelphia, shedding new light on the jet's final moments. Data from the docket shows the aircraft entered a rapid descent shortly after takeoff from Northeast Philadelphia Airport, reaching speeds above 275 miles per hour and a descent rate of nearly 1,000 feet per minute before striking a residential neighborhood near Roosevelt Mall. Investigators noted that the pitch trim setting was outside the required range at the time of impact. NTSB investigators are examining whether somatogravic illusion, a sensory distortion that can cause pilots to misperceive pitch during rapid acceleration, played a role in the accident. Although investigators recovered the Enhanced Ground Proximity Warning System, EGPWS, and both engines, the cockpit voice recorder failed to capture any audio and may have been inoperative for years, NBC Philadelphia reported. The absence of audio recordings is a significant obstacle for the investigation. No probable cause has been issued. The crash killed all 6 people aboard and at least 1 person on the ground. The accident has also prompted questions about regulatory oversight, including a reported paperwork discrepancy over which FAA rules applied to the Mexican-registered aircraft operated by Jet Rescue Air Ambulance. Investigators are also reviewing whether prior fatal accidents involving the operator received adequate scrutiny from regulators. The NTSB investigation remains open. A Cessna 150 collided with a Pennsylvania State Police Bell 407 helicopter at approximately 6:50 p.m. on August 19, 2026, at Carlisle Regional Airport, killing the fixed-wing pilot and injuring 2 state troopers. The crash occurred during routine training exercises conducted by the PSP Aviation Unit. PSP Acting Commissioner George Bivens said the Bell 407 was hovering several feet above a grassy area adjacent to the runway when the Cessna, on approach to land, veered sharply to the right. Because the Cessna approached from behind, the helicopter crew had no visual on the aircraft before it struck the tail rotor and then the main rotor, causing both aircraft to crash. Pilot Paul Sokolowski was pronounced dead at the scene. CPL. Bryce Corman and Trooper Jason Mills, who were initially trapped in the inverted wreckage, were airlifted to Penn State Health Milton S. Hershey Medical Center. Governor Josh Shapiro said both troopers are expected to survive. The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board have opened investigations into the collision. NTSB officials said the wreckage will be documented at a secure facility as investigators work to determine probable cause. A 57-year-old pilot was killed and two Pennsylvania State Police troopers were injured Wednesday evening when a privately operated Cessna 150 collided with a State Police Bell 407 helicopter near Carlisle Airport, N94, in Cumberland County, PA. The collision occurred at approximately 6:52 p.m. local time, according to National Transportation Safety Board briefings. Investigators report the Bell 407 was conducting a routine training exercise and had turned on approach to the runway when the Cessna 150 struck it from behind. The impact caused the helicopter to roll over. Both troopers aboard survived and escaped the wreckage. The Cumberland County coroner identified the Cessna's sole occupant as Paul Sokolowski of Hershey, PA, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The NTSB is leading the investigation, with the FAA providing support. Because Carlisle Airport is a non-towered facility, pilots are responsible for self-sequencing and maintaining visual separation from other traffic. Aviation analysts, including those at the Blancolirio channel, have highlighted the challenges of mixing fixed-wing and rotary-wing operations in uncontrolled airspace, though the NTSB has not yet determined an official cause. That's all we have for today. You can get the latest aviation news at aviatordb.com.